What is active learning? Active learning is an instructional approach that can be summed up as learning through doing. Any learning activity that involves the student engagement in the process of learning, as opposed to just absorbing the material, is considered active learning. Students do better when given the chance to actively engage with the materials they are studying. By involving students in their own education, active learning guarantees that they do more than just listen to their teachers in class. Students are able to acquire abilities like teamwork and critical thinking as a result of active learning. Through active learning, learners develop their skills such as collaboration and critical thinking. There are many ways to incorporate active learning into my classroom. This may include question and answer sessions, discussions, interactive lecture in which students respond to or ask questions during the lecture, quick writing assignments, and experiential learning. In my context of teaching secondary students, I can use active learning strategies to increase my students' engagement in the learning process and to fostering closer bonds between them. It is very important to keep in mind that active learning takes place both inside and outside of the classroom. However, as a teacher, I will need to provide students with clear direction and assistance to the things they have to do. In my class where I only have few students, around 10 to 15, I can give them an activity that will get everyone to be involved, like class debate. I will ask students to respond to a specific topic for which there is no right or wrong answer, and then have them select a side of the room based on their choice. Students should be asked to defend their opinions or beliefs. I will then write down all the ideas generated from the discussions on the board so that my learners can ponder on different points and develop their higher order thinking skills through analysis, evaluation, and synthesis. Another activity I can do in the class is the jigsaw method. In this activity, each student in a pre-assigned group contributes to one specific thing to the group's overall task. They might read a particular part of a chapter, or a particular article, or research a particular aspect of a topic. The class begins with all students who learn the same material getting together to review the basic facts and check their understanding. Then students get back into their pre-assigned groups in which each member has focused on a different aspect of the topic, and they take turns teaching the other members about what they have learned. The Jigsaw Classroom is a cooperative learning strategy that lessens racial tension among students, encourages better learning, raises students' motivation, and makes learning more enjoyable and reduces boredom. By incorporating these active learning strategies into my teaching practices, I can create dynamic and engaging environment that inspire my students to become active participants in their own learning journey, ultimately reducing their disengagement in the class and developing their motivation in the learning process. As an effective educator, I involve my students in the learning process by encouraging them to actively participate in all activities. Since students learn through experience rather than merely textbooks, constructivism as a theory may be effective in a classroom. To express their ideas and find answers, students are urged to apply their analytical skills, deductive reasoning, and critical thinking. Through real-world application and independent interpretation of the results, students learn new information. The approach makes extensive use of dialogue and inquiry-based learning strategies. As a result, learning is becoming more about applying concepts and making connections between them than it is about memorizing facts. Teaching in different areas of study for my secondary students requires various strategies to deal with their unique ways of learning. Every student is special and learns differently. Some students learn better by doing and getting involved in the learning process rather than being passive listeners. Some may learn better by being in an active social classroom where they can interact with peers, while others learn best when they are reading in a quiet space. As an educator, I think the combination of different theories of learning and different pedagogies provides different frameworks that I use to be able to adapt to my students' diverse learning. Even though term 1 is over, I would want to share some valuable insights that I have learned from this course. I am confident that the knowledge I have acquired will be useful when I go back working as a professional educator in the future. I have learned a lot from this module. It got me thinking what kind of teacher would I like to be. And to be quite honest, before this course, I had never given it any thought. After finishing this course, I have learned to understand the kind of teacher I want to be. Thanks to the various concepts and principles this module had taught me. Not only do I want to be an excellent teacher who imparts knowledge, but I also want to be an engaging and enjoyable teacher. I want my learners to participate fully in all activities and to take a greater interest in their education. I want them to understand how to think critically and to be able to apply the ideas they have learned in the actual world. And once I have learned in this course the importance of being a creative teacher, I would try my best to practice it. I want to create activities that is outside the box and fun, to fully engage and motivate my students in learning. And now I can say that my emerging professional identity aligns with and reflects the particular skills, knowledge, and experience involved with the contemporary teaching and learning approach. As an educator, I have learned that my teaching style and methodology can greatly impact my students' ability to learn. That is why learning and knowledge about contemporary and different learning approaches is very important to achieve my learning goals and objective. And I plan to apply this learning theories in my future teaching. Thank you for watching. Bye.